Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for January 7th, 2016. We're going to have high pressure still in control of our weather today. That means mostly sunny skies, but we are going to have it shifting off to the east a little bit today, so that's going to allow for temperatures to continue to increase. We saw that increase a little bit yesterday with temperatures getting in the upper 30s to near 40 many locations. We're now talking about lower 40s, so it is going to continue to inch up today. Winds will not be a factor since that high pressure is still in control, so we're looking at calm winds. Overall, nice January day with mostly sunny skies and clear skies tonight. Moving forward, we're going to have an increase in clouds here on Friday. This is going to be ahead of a warm front that is pressing toward the area. The area low pressure associated with this is going to be cutting to our west up to the Great Lakes here. So that is not a favorable track for any wind shear precipitation. And there's really not a lot with this warm front here. You can see this just the lighter grays here. This is not heavy stuff at all. It will move up into our area here, so we're just talking about very spotty hit or miss showers. That would occur Friday night and again during the day on Saturday, but this is not going to be anything steady or organized. It looks like as you're moving ahead here, you see it kind of falls apart here overnight, and then you just get a few maybe light showers here on Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon, and that's pretty much it. There's really nothing there to it. But waiting in the wings is another system here that's going to again cut to our west. This is going to be again anything cutting to the west is going to bring warm air in here. We already have the warm front well to our north here, so the temperatures are actually increased already. And this area low pressure sitting right here is going to move off in this direction like this. It's going to head right over the Ohio Valley, maybe western Pennsylvania. It's still kind of undecided where that's going to end up, but regardless, it's not going to change the outcome in our area. We're talking about just rainfall over our entire coverage area here, and maybe some locally heavy rainfall Saturday night and at least the first half of Sunday. It does look like we improve the second half of Sunday, however. Here's that heavy rain, again, concentrated in central PA. Looks like it's trying to develop two low centers, one here, one sitting here over Detroit, the other one sitting right about here, so that with that energy, you could have some heavy rain here in central PA. That'll shift up into east central and northeastern PA, it looks like here on Sunday morning. So there's could get some locally heavy rainfall with that, but we do clear out, we think. Partial clearing will occur in the afternoon. At this point, though, looking at Sunday evening, here's where all the Arctic front is coming. This is the frontal boundary with this. Here's your low pressure. That's the front. Behind this is some really cold air that's going to be coming in here for next week. We're looking to Monday, Tuesday, actually pretty much the entire week. We're looking at prolonged period of below normal temperatures, and then some storm threats possibly. So we'll examine that as we get a little bit closer to that. We're still in a split flow pattern here, so it's hard to latch on at any idea of whether we're going to get snow, but there's a couple opportunities, actually three, between the week of the 13th and 20th that we'll be watching for. First thing, though, is getting this cold air in here. Once it is, it's pretty entrenched. But we do have partial clearing skies here later Sunday. It looks like Sunday and Sunday night. Not sure if you'll see the sun at all Sunday. That's still up in the air, but of course the precipitation is all sitting out up in this area, moving up in New England at that point. So we're not talking about any precipitation in the afternoon hours, and then gradual clearing, it looks like, for later in the day. As we go to the wide view, I should explain a lot of this yesterday, why this is happening. But this is a look at the wide view for the system here on Friday night. One area low pressure sitting up here. We're expecting, because the models were showing that earlier in the week, we'd have a secondary low pop out here, and that just did not happen. There's no low here, so because of that, there's no air that can be drawn in from a bombing coastal system, or rapidly deepening, I should say, coastal system. And so the cold air is going to be lagging behind. Cold air is still sitting all the way back here. Very cold air waiting to come in here behind this. And of course, that's where I was talking about, going to be entrenched the entire week. That's going to allow this second system down here that's organized near the Gulf to move up to our west. We'll get organized. You can see that moving here. This is looking at Saturday night and Sunday now. And of course, we're on the warm side of that, so that's why that did not happen. The models earlier in the week were indicating a coastal system here that might bring our first significant snowfall. I do think we will have opportunities, like I said, beyond this. But the first thing you have to get in order to get snow is cold air that comes in and stays in. So by the time we get to, here's Monday night, here's your freezing lines right here. This is all cold here, very cold air. Setting up in not only the northeast, but the north central part of the United States. Basically, the entire northern half of the United States is very cold. So we're getting into a colder pattern. So the idea is with an active southern jet, you get these pieces of energy, and there's a total of 3 over the next week here. Little pieces of energy, they come and round the base of this polar vortex, and you might have something interesting off the coast here. One of those three chances. Doesn't mean every single one's going to work out. Doesn't mean any of them are going to work out. But we do have the opportunities for three separate systems, three pieces of energy along the southern jet, which is really going to start getting amped going forward here. And then we have the opportunities for some snowfall when it's running into that cold air. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for January 7th, 2016. Have a great Thursday.